Bonjour tout le monde. Hi everyone. It's me, Ali, your fancy friend in Montreal. And for today's video, we're doing another installment in the Luxury Will I Buy It series. Here is where we talk about new and upcoming releases, makeup launches, and here on my channel, we add a little French twist. So for the collections we do want, we say oui, but for the collections we don't want, we say non merci. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So obviously, we must talk about Marc Jacobs beauty. We have finally seen the sneak peeks here. I mean, this is not even a sneak peek. It's almost like it is a sneak peek, but we're basically seeing all the products that are going to be available at Sephora. That includes Sephora Canada. And here we have just the whole buffet. We have the whole line so far. I don't see anything foundation, concealer, face powders yet, but we do have color. We have single eyeshadows, blush sticks, lipsticks, bronzers, eyeliners, mascara, and some sort of body gel product. So let's get into it. Off the bat, just looking at this entire centerpiece here, this is not a comeback. This is not Marc Jacobs Beauty returning. This is an entire rebrand. This looks like an entirely different product, an entirely different collection, an entirely different brand in general. I'm thinking back a few years ago to the Marc Jacobs collection of the 2018 era with the white cases and the white packaging. It gives off like Tom Ford now. And it is not this. This is not it. This to me just feels like an entirely different demographic, entirely different product altogether. I forgot to mention the blogs I'm using are Trend Mood One and Amit Beauty Talk. Their links are down below. Please go give them a follow and a like. So we just have a lot to look at here, a lot to feast our eyes on. And we have the bronzers here from Marc Jacobs Beauty. For one, I'm not sure how I feel about the packaging. I don't know. I guess it was naive of me to expect the exact same products, exact same packaging, exact same cases, because this is totally different. It just, I don't know. I think sometimes when you see packaging, you instantly love it. I just don't know. I want to feel. Is it going to feel luxury? Is it going to feel the price? Is it going to, what's the word? Is it going to validate the price point? The bronzers here look nice. I like bronzers. I don't love it. I'm more into color, eyeshadows, eyeliners, lipsticks, things like that. Now the eyeshadow, I was hoping to see an eyeshadow palette again, but we have eyeshadow singles. You know what? Sometimes a single will do the trick, I have a lot of makeup. I don't really need a whole eyeshadow palette. But what I will say about this whole packaging and the colors we're seeing, this really seems like the death of the clean girl aesthetic, whatever that means. This really is fun, visible, joyful makeup. Like, makeup is meant to be fun. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to look like you're wearing makeup. And this brand to me says it's okay to look like you're wearing makeup. We have a lot of colors to choose from for the singles. There are mattes and also satins. I love blue makeup, blue eyeshadow, blue eyeliner. I'm not sure what I would get. There's one duochrome that's like a blue and a purple, but I'm also drawn to the next slide here, which is eyeliners, but I could maybe get that green eyeshadow. The single would be fun. There are some lighter, more pinky shift colors. I really want to see how this feels, the pigment, the payoff, the longevity, all that. It's a cream to powder. So is it going to be like cream to powder? We'll see. I don't know. So many questions. So the eyeliners, there is this cobalt color, there's a teal, there's a green. So maybe I could like create a little kit, a little eye look to go with that. They also have just standard colors, but they also have really fun. They have yellow. I wonder how opaque these are, because sometimes it can be fun to do something very creative with yellow in the corner here. I hope that these are super long wearing. The previous versions were just almost waterproof, bulletproof, really a great eyeliner. I think they're going to be held to that standard, as they should. Now we also have the blush sticks and lipsticks. Now I have a bunch of new blush sticks right now from Jones Road Beauty, from Westman Atelier. I don't need a blush stick, but I'm glad to see them. I like how healthy and youthful and luminous these types of products look. I just don't think I need these right away. That being said, I am excited to see some more cool toned products for the cheeks and also for the lips here. These look like a shiny, hydrating lipstick. Unclear how pigmented they'll be, like maybe a lip liner, maybe they might fade a little bit. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm seeing cool tones. I love that. That's so refreshing. You know, if you are going to come out with an entire new line in 2026, yeah, making cool toned makeup would really disrupt the system, wouldn't it? There are so many lovely, juicy colors to choose from, as well as more bold, bright, visible makeup. But one thing I'm just realizing now that I haven't mentioned are the names. For a lot of these products here, like the eyeshadows are, it's called Born Star. The cream blush is Joystick. The lipsticks is called Heart On. And the names for some of these products, it's like Blow Stick, Love Muscle, Booty Call. I don't know. I'm really curious who the target demographic is. I'm 38, I'm married, okay? None of these are very titillating or shocking to me, and I really feel bad for the sales associate who has to tell their client, yeah, your shade is kinky business or eat it up. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really appeal to me, those names. I think I just like subconsciously blocked out the names. I was like, nope, I'm looking at the colors only. I'm glad there's a number as well, like 500, move it on or move on, whatever. That's more normal. I don't really understand what the point of that is for brands to do that nowadays. I just no longer find it titillating, risque, sexy. I don't think it's pushing any boundaries, in my opinion. I just don't think it's very groundbreaking or pushing the envelope in any way. I just find it kind of corny, in my opinion, which I'm allowed to have. Moving on to the mascaras, we have a black, a brown, and a blue. I love a little blue mascara. All of these products have a similar star shape and then have a star at the top. Now, is this like a little star cushion? That would be fun. Like, is it squeezable? Is it squishy? I just have so many questions about the packaging here. And last but not least, we have this product here called Money Shot, okay, multi-use illuminating gel highlighter. So this is for face and body, a jelly product. Okay, I have dry oils for the body that I'll use before like an event or something. I'm not really into body makeup, but some people are. This looks more like an artistry product for photo shoots, for, I don't know, high fashion. I can never use a jelly liquid highlighter on my eyelids. It creates a very it's a very glossy, cool editorial look. I have hooded, oily eyes. It's game over in like 8 seconds for me. This could be for someone. It's not for me. So Marc Jacobs Beauty, it's a mixture. It's a Oui and Non Merci. I don't know if I'm going to be the YouTuber who's going to buy it instantly. This is going to be coming out very shortly, in a few days. It's going to be available on the Marc Jacobs website on May 28th, and then Sephora on May 31st, etc. It's going to roll out very soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to be the YouTuber that's going to be, you know, hitting the hammer while it's hot or whatever the expression is. I'm going to wait a little bit, and then whatever the reviews say, you know, if it's popular, not if it's popular, but if it's actually worthwhile, if the textures are nice in spite of these names, I'll pick out the products that I like the most, which would more than likely be in the eyeliners eyeshadow, maybe mascara, maybe lipstick category. But that is my first initial thought of Marc Jacobs Beauty. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Say oui or non merci for this whole launch. What do you think of the new packaging? What do you think of the new brand? It's really a new brand. It's not the same brand we had before. What do you think of the new brand? What do you think of the products? Quick overview, first impressions. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the names? Please, I don't know. I feel like I know my demographics, and I know most of you are my age, maybe a little bit younger, but most of you are my age or older. What do you think of these names? Please tell me. I mean, we're just among friends here talking, having our coffee, and getting our steps in at the mall. Speaking of the mall, I don't know, we have another update here. This is from Victoria Beckham Beauty. Now, she has reformulated her lip gloss category. I'm not sure why. It must be something to do with an ingredient. So it's a reformulation, but also a repackaging, and I don't like it. I don't like the white cap. I like the classic tortoise shell. Like this here. This is the older version. This is Bungalow. This is a perfect peachy color. I love this color. I've purchased this a couple of times actually. And I like the tortoise shell. I don't know. I thought this was very classic, very Victoria Beckham. But this one, this tube here, it's white on top. I don't know. Meh. I don't like that as much. I certainly hope that the formula, the opacity, the longevity stays the same. If the gloss itself is the exact same, I'll survive. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that they have reformulated their lip glosses. No update on if they're reformulating everything or if it's just this one product here. It must be an ingredient thing. There must have been some ingredient in here that there was something new that changed. But yeah, that's new. Moving on to backstage. Listen, Peter Phillips never rests. It's summer, but Peter Phillips is working overtime as he always is. Thank you, Peter. We have these backstage glassy glow sticks. Just from a glance, these look like they could be a slight, like a highlighter stick with a bit of blush. I think they're really just a glossy highlighter stick. I have swatches here for you. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's nice getting swatches online. However, are the swatches in the room with us today? I kind of want to enhance, like zoom in. Okay, anyway. I don't think this product is for me. I like backstage. I like a lot of backstage, but I don't know. It's funny because I do like a glossy glossy blush stick, but I don't, because this looks so glossy on its own, I don't feel the need to apply a highlighter. So these ones, honestly, the only one that I can sort of see is 098 Mint, glazed mint. Who wants a glazed mint highlighter? That's a no merci. I'm just a hater this morning. I'm like, ugh, no merci. It's fine by me. I'm saving money. As much as I love Dior and as much as I love backstage, I do find a lot of times it's getting repetitive. It's just a lot of these very girly pop coated colors just repeated. And there's only so many, what are they called? Like the Lip Addict, the Glow Bombs, the glosses. There's only so many of them that I can buy, the lip oils. After a while, I'm like, okay. And they're always reformulating them. And I'm like, okay, do you think I'm eating them? No. Like, let me go through these products first. But I don't know. I don't think this is not for me. It's a no merci. And for their niche perfume line, so this perfume line, you might not see at a department store. It depends which department store. If you go to the actual beauty boutique, you will see this perfume counter. And this is their new-ish nose, Francis Kurkdjian. And he has the Paradise perfume. And I'm intrigued because it's so funny. I greatly dislike the Francis Kurkdjian perfume line. The perfume he makes for himself, I can't stand. I think they're horrible. I think Baccarat Rouge is the worst perfume I've ever smelled. I think it's worse than Alien. Yeah. But the perfumes he does for Dior, I think are really nice. I don't know what it is. Something about his work, his new work, I love. So I'm willing to give this a try. I would try it on my skin first. This is not a blind buy. I have done a blind buy of the newish Miss Dior parfum a couple of years ago. I'm happy with that purchase, but this is too risky. But this looks like it has notes. It has almond. It's sweet. It's citrusy. It's giving summer. I might like this. I might really enjoy it, especially because I've enjoyed so many of his previous perfumes. But I would very happily try this out and see how it wears. It's supposed to have mandarin and orange and vanilla. So those are my perfumes. So we to the perfume for a test, and then the highlighter sticks. Non merci. Moving on to Chantecaille. I don't know if I told you this. I might have. I don't remember exactly, but they're now available at Sephora Canada, which is exciting. I mean, Chantecaille often does their like Sylvie sale a couple times a year. They do a couple, like 20% off, I think twice a year, which is nice, but you often have to pay for shipping, which is annoying. But at Sephora, you'll have like the friends and family sale, which is 20%, or like the Sephora VIB, sometimes 15. I think that's really cool. However, I think it would have been better to see Chantecaille at Pharmaprix, Shoppers Drug Mart. I love the points system at Shoppers. I love the points. I'm a points queen. And I hope that this means they'll go to Shoppers, because Clé de Peau is available at Shoppers, and they were available at Sephora Canada first, if I'm remembering correctly. And then they went to Shoppers. So maybe this is just the same track that Chantecaille is on, but I just wanted to share this with you if you live in Canada, which I know many of you do. When I think of the typical Chantecaille client, it's definitely someone who's a little bit more mature. And so it's kind of funny in a way picturing this at Sephora, because when you go to Sephora, it depends when, but it feels very young. Like, is Chantecaille going to be next to Marc Jacobs with like Gen Z? I don't know. To be a fly on the wall at that Sephora. And then sticking with Chantecaille, we have this new concealer. It's the Bio Lifting Hydrating Brightening Concealer with Smoothing Peptides. I am definitely interested in trying this out. This retails at 94 Canadian plus tax. Okay. I want to try it. I'm going to wait. I just have multiple open concealers. I'm looking at my little concealer drawer, and there's just too many that are open right now. I need to finish at least one before I go on to the next one, you know? Because right now I still really love the Sicily under eye concealer. That's what I'm wearing today. It's really, really good. I would give this a try. If you've tried this, let me know. It's been out for a couple of months. So if you've tried the new Chantecaille one, please let us know in the comments. I'm just really curious. And then I wanted to talk about these. These are from Violette FR, and she has released these new single powder eyeshadows. She has liquid eyeshadows that can be liquid eyeshadow or eyeliner. I have several of the colors. I think they're great. I love them. But these are just like a little compact, and I was at Sephora last week. Every single one was sold out. So I was a little bit confused by this marketing here, because it's a plume eyeshadow, which just means like feather. So it's supposed to be not your skin but better. That's crazy for eyeshadow, but more like a wash of color, just like a very almost sheer wash of shadow. And a lot of these shades are one and done. We have matte and more shimmer, and we have, you know, browns, and I think there's like smoky colors. I think I was just thrown off by the wash of color, because I find that with any eyeshadow, I can just take a big, like a really large fluffy eyeshadow brush and just gently brush it over my eyelid if I want a lighter payoff. So I just don't know. Like, I'm wondering if this is buildable. Perhaps not. Perhaps it's really just a sheer color. I think that these do look pretty. It's just that oftentimes with shadow, I want to see, but these look nice. These look nice. These look very effortless, very elegant. I think it's giving very chic, very French, like I'm barely even trying, I just look like this, etc. But when I think of Violette FR, I think of either a blue eyeliner or a red lip. And I guess some of these lighter colors, like the more sheer colors, would be nice with a red lip, but this is just not what I was expecting. So it's a peut-être, that means maybe. And last here on the docket in beauty news is me. I have beauty news. So last year in like winter, spring of 2025, I decided to do more volunteer work, philanthropy, fundraising, etc. And one of the things that led to is I started doing these beauty basics workshops here in Montreal. These are makeup and skincare workshops for marginalized groups. And I started this in, I think, April of 2025. And since then, I have worked with several different organizations across the city, and I have done, I think, 7 or 8 workshops. The 2 demographics that I work with are either immigrant women who are new arrivals here and they're looking for employment in Canada for the first time. They're doing all the language courses and the CV workshops, which is really good, but a little bit dry. And then I go in with my workshops, and my workshops, it's makeup, but really it's about self-esteem. It's about boosting morale and self-confidence, because I learned this gender-based bullshit that happens to people when they immigrate here is that women automatically integrate into Canadian society less quickly than their husbands because they get stuck at home with childcare. So it takes them a lot longer to like learn language skills and just like adapt here. So the workshops, just like, it's just fun. It's just a fun afternoon, just boosting self-confidence and just self-esteem, because yes, it is just makeup, but it's more than just makeup. And then the other group that I work with is with like transgender, non-binary people who are transitioning later in life and who've never really learned how to do their makeup until they're like 40 or 50. And there's a bit of a hesitation into just going into a store and just asking for help. So I go into the different organizations and I give them makeup tips and advice and expertise. And I received such amazing feedback. I have received just amazing feedback. I don't know. It's very self-generating, because I go into these organizations, I visit these groups, I share my knowledge, I give them everything I have, and then they give me so much back. They give me encouragement and they give me positivity. And it's just been fantastic. I mean, I believe that everyone deserves to feel good about themselves. I believe that everyone just deserves to look in the mirror and say, yes, I look really good. I look really cute. And, you know, I cannot solve all of the problems in the world, but I know how to make people feel better with eyeshadow. So that's what I'm sticking to. And I wanted to let you know because, I get invited to makeup events. I receive PR from companies. And once I started doing my little workshops last year, I started emailing brands. Would you like to know which companies have been sending me products for these workshops? Because I go to these workshops and I show up with all these boxes full of makeup and makeup brushes. Do you want to know which companies have been helping me with these groups? Yes, you do. Refer. Refer is the first company I reached out to. I contacted Tom. He's the founder, CEO. Extremely generous, very helpful, very, just very encouraging. Benefit Cosmetics. They have sent me so many eyebrow products because eyebrows make a big difference. Even if you don't know anything about makeup, you know that you need a good eyebrow. So Benefit has been super, super encouraging, as well as NARS. NARS felt like capturing like the big fish. I mean, I'm very grateful for all the products, but NARS is like luxury. So I got a lot of eyeshadow palettes from NARS Cosmetics, which was really great because they're just very easy to use. And I was able to do like almost like a tutorial in person. at the workshop. And then also Prestulux, which is almost like a PR firm that handles marketing and PR for brands, including Embryolisse. And they're really wonderful skincare, and that multi-use face cleanser slash face mask. And it was just really nice to be able to distribute these products and give, I don't know, people deserve a break. People deserve a nice treat. People deserve to just feel good about themselves. So it's so nice to just be able to do this for people. And the last one that I received funding support from, TJ Maxx Canada. Yeah, TJ Maxx, like TJ Maxx winners. I think in the US you call it Marshalls. They just gave me gift cards, and I just went and bought products to bring to the workshops. And I thought you would like to know that. I mean, a couple of reasons. One, it's nice to know which companies, which brands are willing to participate in philanthropy, are willing to help out immigrant women or transgender non-binary folk, the two groups that everyone really has opinions about these days. So yeah, I thought it would be nice for you to know as a shopper and consumer which companies want to be associated with this. And also, like I said, I can't fix everything, but I can. I can cook, and I can make you feel better with eyeshadow. It's really just that simple. And the thing is with these workshops, like now that I've been doing them for a while, it's sort of just like, it's really grown, it's really snowballed, it's like really starting this whole thing. And as soon as you start working with one nonprofit or organization, they're all friends with each other, like around the city. So I'm just like, I go to one group and then I meet another group, and then it's sort of just, it's grown legs and it's running. But no one gave me permission. You know, no one told me, Allie, you should do this. I just did this on my own because it is actually possible to just decide to do something. And it can be something small. And then you can just go and help people and make them feel better. So I just wanted to let you know, like, you don't wait for someone to tell you what to do. You can just do it yourself. I hope that helps. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you like these new makeup releases. And if ever you're wondering if it's been a couple of weeks since I've been filming or whatever, I am booked, busy, and blessed. And I might be off somewhere hosting a makeup workshop for someone. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys for today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Then I'll see you next time. Bye.